Guys, deluded, I'm back again. You choosing Golo Kante and all of them things there. So, what was I going to talk about? One of you got in the comments and asked me once upon a time to speak about, and I actually saw it going on page 4 or 5 when I was doing my Q&A research to get your questions. Someone asked me to speak about, what was it? You asked me to speak about the pros and cons of YouTube or whatever. So, I'm assuming, forgive me if I'm not going to answer this correctly, but I'm assuming you want me to speak about what I found difficult, what I found hard, what I like about it, what I don't, etc. I won't really speak about what's difficult. I feel that's for another day. But pros and cons, it's weird because if I think of the cons, they probably outweigh on paper wise. If I like I've written them down in front of me, cons probably outweigh the pros. But in real life, I say the pros. I mean, if I look at it just on a general basis, obviously you get there's a difference between constructive criticism, which I wouldn't call negative comments, and just negative comments, trolling and all of that. Obviously you get that, you get constructive criticism, and you don't know what you're talking about and stuff like that. But the majority has been good. I mean, it's nice to see a lot of you agree with me. I make a big case. It's not a dictatorship. I don't really care if you agree with me or not. I want you guys all to think of your own opinions because I don't like how in today's society the person with the most subscribers or with the shouts the loudest, people think that they're confident in what they're doing or know what they're speaking about, which isn't the case. But whether you agree, people that don't agree with me, you guys are like, oh, I don't agree, but you've given me something to think about. You've brought some thoughtful analysis and things like that. And you guys do that for me as well. Plenty of times I make a video, I'll be like, hold on, DG. What he and him is saying and she is saying, it makes sense. Maybe your opinion, you might have to change it, which I have done. But whether you agree, whether you disagree, the majority is positive in it. Like, the majority is positive. There's no way around it. And considering we're limited resources, you don't see bare shit flying on the screen, we've clearly got something going for us, and I can't fault you lot enough and praise you lot enough, man. Thank you very much for if you're subscribed, if you come back on a regular basis, how frequently you watch my videos, whether it's fortnightly or every damn second. It means a lot, innit? So yeah, man, I would say the pros outweigh the cons in real life, or when I sit and think about it. But when I write them down, I'd say there's more cons, just about probably like one more. But anyways, let's speak with the pros. Um, I mean, I wouldn't call recognition of positivity positive, but I mean, we've got a knocked out, being recognized by whether it's YouTubers following and unfollowing, YouTubers getting in my DMs, YouTubers playing games, analysts that work for clubs and things starting to follow me and saying they watch my vids and all of these sort of things. It means a lot. Recognition on the street, just I like your vids, etc. I mean, that stuff makes me paranoid. It happened at Westfield the other day. Quite happens at Westfield quite a lot. But it means a lot, man, and I can't praise you lot enough. So I'd say that I've got to meet some new good people, whether it's people that just speak about football and have found out about my vids, or people that do similar content to me. I've um, been exposed to some clean-hearted individuals, whether it's just beyond football that I can speak with life about. So I'd say that's a good thing. For me as well, it really warms my heart when people are saying, oh, plenty of times I wanted to quit and give up people and stuff because it's long in it, but people are like, oh, you've provided good content, this video's meant a lot to me, this has done that, this and the other, not to get into specifics, but it means a lot that I'm obviously, because it's a long, I can't get all the hours I've put in making videos and content and things like that. It means a lot that people like it, innit? That someone's taking it away from them, someone's taking something away from it, sorry. So I'd say that's a pro. What other pros could there probably be? There's not too many pros like that, like um earning credibility, because obviously I had to obviously prove I knew what I'm talking about, if I could say that, because I don't necessarily feel comfortable saying that, but people could kind of see it. So they're probably the pros, to be honest with you. People seeing that I'm the people's champion as well. Cons, the big one for me, first one, is over familiarity. I don't really like that. I've never liked that as a person. Like I don't like that in it. I mean, it's gonna happen when you're always in the public eye, or you're on a channel platform thing like YouTube. You always, people are gonna think because they see you a lot, like they can say whatever they want, or like you can, like me, I'm a private person, you know. I don't really like, I can banter people. I don't take myself too seriously, but I don't really, if you're not really my peoples, or we're not like that, I like to keep relations calm in it. I don't like people branching off and thinking you can speak to man a certain sort of way, or say certain sort of things, or just get too comfortable in it. I don't like that, because there's people that I hang around with for 10 plus years and they're not even like that. So these sort of things annoy me. I'd say as well, obviously the trolling's one. You get trolls, but that is what it is. I'm thick skinned in that department. Some of these comments hurt, but I'll reply back if I want. Ignore. Some people are twats, between their mothers not caring about them, between being virgins, between being broke. between just having nothing to go down for their lives and just between being pussy holes. Like they between seeing a screen with their cock out, just oh DG, oh. That stuff doesn't annoy me. But yeah, man, we've got to highlight that. I'd say it's not really trolling, but I'd say obviously there's analysis and there's. I want you lot to challenge my opinions because I challenge them a lot. There's challenging my opinions or providing me a decent viewpoint or a different alternative point of view. And then there's what really annoys me is what people tell you what you've said. Like I never said that. It was like people telling me that, or it's like a different one. It's like I think it's how do I make this make sense? It's like on social media, if some celebrity tweets something or someone says certain things, it's like people get angry and they get angry to the point where they've invented sentences that individual has said in their head which they haven't. So I think that's a problem in general with society, with especially in regards to this fake outrage for 2 minutes sort of stuff. So that probably annoys me. Dumb questions annoy me as well. I can't like no question is dumb and things like that, but it's like there's a couple. I made a video about I think it was about Saka and Amici. Like they're clearly left-footed people. People ask me, what are they wingers? Are they left-footed? Like I've answered these questions, or it's like people are when people. It's not even a dumb question because it's fair enough, and maybe I haven't hit the nail on the head as much as you wanted me to. That's why you commented it. But like questions like that, it does annoy me. Like I've answered your question, or you haven't listened, or if like obviously to get attention you have to make mad titles and stuff. Half these titles, obviously you guys have seen it. The actual title of my vid and actually what I'm saying is completely different things. But it's like, and I don't blame them because it's me making the title. But it's like when people are like, oh, they say certain things and you can tell they haven't listened. And I've seen, quite rightly so, a lot of you subscribers, you ride for me. Before I'm about to comment, people are critiquing that man's like, you clearly haven't watched and listened to exactly what DG said. I'd say as well, probably collabs as well, because I'm not really on the collab thing, but I'm not really with, because people play games and it's just, I feel it's counterproductive in it with pursuing certain collabs. So I'd say with that's quite jarring. Gatekeepers are quite jarring. The question of if it's worth it, I mean, clearly I'm providing good content, clearly I'm not talking about and stuff like that, but I always feel, is it worth it in this space surrounded by nonsense, twats and idiots? So there'd probably be the cons, to be honest with you. But like I said, it sounds mad because on paper the pros are outweighed by the cons, but in life the pros are outweigh the cons, if that makes sense to you. It probably doesn't, but yeah, man, there'd probably be the pros and cons with when you've putting your face out there and things like that. So yeah, man. Cons as well, probably like I'm a cool guy, I'm not a gangster and all of these sort of things, but I can defend myself and I'm not a prick. Like people think just because you're making YouTube vids, no, I'm not even going to talk about this stuff, but just because you make vids talking about football, they can talk to you a certain sort of way, say certain sort of comments, challenge you to link you in the street and stuff like that. Like those of you, like not to make it about that, but those of you who once knew me before I ever cared about this stuff, I'm a cool guy, but because of how growing up in London, you've got to be able to defend yourself. Like I will, pardon my language, some of these youths that comment, I will fuck your shits up. Like, I'm a fucking guy, you know. But away from that, yeah, man, the pros, like, it's all good anyways, man. I mean, do I regret ever starting YouTube? No, because I actually wish I started sooner, because I've got to interact with a lot of you guys. You should have more subscribers, you should have more of a following, you should have more this, that, and the other.